made it to New York, came straight to the apartment, and then went and picked up a couple of things, including food because I haven't eaten all day, and I had one of the best salads I've ever had from Sweet Green. So what did I get in it? I had kale, brown rice, I had sweet potato, cucumber. There was supposed to be tomato in there, but I think I missed that. Broccoli, there was chicken, there was a couple other things, but it was really, really good, very filling and healthy. Like, but I also don't feel like I need to go take a nap. Like, I still feel energized. It could be the coffee, which I also stopped and got some Hungry Ghost coffee. I got a iced cappuccino with oat milk and vanilla. I am planning to just chill for tonight, watch some TV, catch up on some of the YouTubers I watch, and also catch up on some of my own stuff. I have a couple of YouTube videos to edit, as well as some work to edit. So I think I'm just gonna do that for the rest of the night. I have some Quinn Supply Co stuff I also need to work on, but this is where I always struggle. I always try to compile everything all together. So I'm gonna pick a couple of things on my list to for sure knock out tonight, and the rest will be accessed if I get to it. And if I don't get to it, that's okay, because it's LAYcation. So I'm really grateful to have been able to do this. I know a lot of moms, they don't have the the village or just the partner and the resources to do something like this, where they can just step away for a weekend and recoup and be to themselves. So really grateful to Eric and just the life that we live that allows us to be able to do things like this. So really grateful for that. And it always feels like home here, so that feels good too. So I booked a massage for tomorrow. I did a little bit of shopping. I am trying to stock up on a couple of items I know that I will need for fall. So I bought some black jeans and a couple of basic tees from Madewell. But yeah, that's it. I went to Le Labo thinking I was gonna buy some perfume, but I don't know. It just wasn't hitting that much. I'll probably go again because I definitely smelled them all and it was just like overwhelming. So I'll probably go back again tomorrow and just give it a day or two just to see how I feel about it. But I've been heavy into perfumes lately. So, and we don't have a Le Labo in Grand Rapids. The closest one is in Detroit, which I've been to. But when it's like those expensive perfumes, you can't just, you have to like sit on it. Like, you spray it on yourself, see how it sits well in your skin, take it home with you, all those things. So yeah, so I think I might do that tomorrow, because I don't want to go back out. I may go back out just to get a couple of snacks or food again if I get hungry, but for now I'm just planning on chilling and doing some editing. And yeah, I miss Enzo and Eric already, but I know they're having a good time. So Enzo always has a good time with Eric, and Eric always has a good time with Enzo. So also, I got my nails done a couple days ago. One of these days, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy my own stuff so that I can do my own nails and stop complaining and wasting money. But I don't know, it's just something about being able to go and just be pampered and relaxed that it's just it for me. I can do my own nails, I can do my own hair. I've done acrylic before. As you guys know, if you're OGs to my channel, you know I used to do my own shellac nails, and then I also used to do my hair. So it's not that I can't do it, it's just like I worked so hard to get it done. And I know you guys are like, yeah, you paid for it, why didn't you say anything? You know how some things are just like artistically like off? That's what it was. And so, and it's not terrible. So, and I don't like to be that person. So I just booked the massage. I got a hot stone massage, so that's gonna be interesting. That's about it. I plan to stop at a couple places. Yeah, I'm kind of just going with the flow. And that's what it is. For now, I'm about to chill, edit, relax, watch some TV. So.
Whoever thought a guy would want a girl like me? Whoever thought that I would fall so easily? Whoever thought that we would finally come to be? I guess they just don't know how much you mean to me. Whoever thought that they would have so much to say? We'll go on anyway. It's alright, it's okay. Take whatever comes our way. Together we will stay. Three words to say, never say never. I can't believe they stop our happiness, but trying to pull us down with such mess. Why can't they let us live just like the rest and keep us out of all this I think it's just a shame that all they do is sit and think my name, when all that I do is mainly sit and think about my baby and me. And baby, they can't believe that you and me are together. That's why they should have never said never. Yeah, there were times when we thought that you and me could never be together. That's why we should have never said never.
Good morning, guys. It is currently 7:47. I've been up since 7 o'clock, probably more like 6. I just laid in the bed until 7. I slept okay. I stayed up a little late. Could use some more sleep. I'm starting to get a headache right now. But I think I'm gonna get moving a little bit, and then, I'm gonna get moving. Excuse me. I've been up doing my reading and devotional since 7, and currently reading a book called The Elimination of Hurry. I think that's the name of it. Let me see. The Ruthless and Elimination of Hurry. It's really causing us to all reflect on what we say yes to, the reason why we say yes, taking it slow, what are things that we can incorporate in our life to slow down a little bit, and what God in the Bible says about being in a hurry and what our lives should reflect. So I was just reading some of that, and it was really good. This chapter so far kind of just talks about, I don't know what's going on. This chapter so far kind of just talks about what busyness looks like, how God views busyness, kind of, and what busyness actually is. And it also talks about how society, slow is bad in our society. Like, if things are slow, we're impatient. Like, if we go to a restaurant and the service is lousy, we're like, oh, it's slow in here. Or if a movie, I remember The Photograph, people hated it because it was slow, and I was like, this is a good movie. So it's just making you think, like, you know what, that is true, or like, wow, I do see that in my everyday life. Some other good little tidbits. It talks about God not creating hurry and that not being a thing of God. So the guy was a pastor of a church, and so he was just talking to his therapist about his vision for the church, and the therapist liked it, but he just kept saying the number one problem you will face is time. People are just too busy to live emotionally healthy and spiritually rich and vibrant lives. And that is so crazy. It's like we're working to live, but forgetting to actually live. Does that make sense? So it's really causing me to reflect, even during my time here. I think it was such imperative for me to kind of step away a little bit. Not in a bad way, just to, like, a lot of changes have happened, and so I just wanted to really reflect, slow down, and be able to take in all of those changes and really live in the now. Grateful that I can do that. So this is a good book. If you can, check it out. The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. How to Stay Emotionally Healthy. That's the tagline. How to stay emotionally healthy and spiritually alive in the chaos of the modern world. So, yes. So I've been reading that, and then I just finished a devotional called Success is Obedience. And that one was pretty good. So it was a 5-day devotional split up into 10 days for me personally. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I have to split it up. So yeah, that was, especially since I'm reading a book as well. So that's kind of what I've been doing so far this morning. I wanted to get an acai bowl, but everything opens, all of the acai places don't open until 9-10. So I was debating on what I was going to do. So yeah, I might just go back to sleep if I'm being honest. I'm actually going to pull out my computer, but I can get some coffee though. I think I'll get some coffee. Let's go get some coffee. bought mangoes like a week and a half ago, and literally some of the best mangoes I've ever had. I think it's mango season, honestly. So I'm kind of excited about this one right here, because first time I had mango was in New York, so, and it was bomb. So yeah, I feel like this one is gonna be bomb. I need to please eight. I never know how far over to cut when I'm making these, when I'm eating these. Okay, that's a good little piece. Okay. That was good. That was good. That was too far, but it's okay. It's okay. Very sweet. Very, very, very sweet. Very, very, very sweet. Like, I need to drink some water. Voila. Hey guys, today is Friday and I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up. I've been up for about 3 hours. It is currently 9:05, something like that. And I've been up just getting ready. I showered and just did my makeup, which I haven't done my makeup since like February. And yeah, this is what it is. It's super simple. Like, I don't add contour. I don't add like all the extra stuff. So here's what I use. First of all, I wash my face, put hyaluronic acid, and then I also put sunscreen underneath. I don't use primer, so there's no primer. I really like the brand Merit. It is really simple and clean, and I love how shiny it leaves you, like the natural glow. And so I use the Merit foundation. This one is in Buff. So that's on my base. And then I use the Fenty Beauty. I literally put one dab of like concealer, but I use the Pro Filter in 280 under my eyes. And then I use the Sephora Trio Face Palette for not only my blush, but I also use it for my eyes. So I like layer it. So this one, this darker one is like the base. And then this one I add a little bit, and then this one tops it off a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. But yeah, I did like a little ombre effect. So, but then I also put it like on my cheeks. I actually might add a little more. I want to be a little more golden. And then for the mascara, I use the Better Than Sex mascara. And that is literally it. All that I use. Also got some on my shirt that I have to wear today, but I have a shirt, like a see-through thing that goes over this, so hopefully it won't be as noticeable. But like, I don't have another shirt. I mean, I could go buy one, but nothing really opens. Okay, anyways, I'm rambling. Yeah, I think I really want some coffee, and I need to get something in my stomach, so I think that's next on the agenda. Okay. I saw this little cute peach juice. I'm gonna try pineapple. Also, you cannot, like, you can see it a little bit, but you can't really see it. So I am back from New York, made it back from New York to GR, safe and sound. I was so glad that there were no like plane difficulties, because I mean, I don't know how much you guys travel or anything, or if you've been on any flights lately, or if you've even experienced what we've experienced, but the last flight we went on, well, attempted to go on, was ridiculous, and I think I mentioned it in one of my vlogs. So I think lately we've been a little more hesitant to do the flight thing, because it's like, why do that when you can just drive and know for sure what's gonna happen? But it seems like things are kind of leveling out a little bit, I think, maybe. But everything went well with the flight. The only thing that happened was on my way in, and I think I can't remember if I told you guys this already, but on my way in to GR, my flight got moved from 6 a.m. to 12 noon, and that was fine, like whatever. So, but made it back home. Was so happy to see Enzo and Eric, and also to get away. I got some clarity on a few things. I got rejuvenated a little bit, and yeah, I'm just excited, like to. And it's like one thing to do the thing, but like to have somebody rooting for you to be the best you is such a breath of fresh air, and it's such a beautiful thing that I know that Eric is always rooting for me to be the best me, and he's like very Leia driven, and I'm so grateful to have somebody like that in my corner. But yeah, so back home, like I said, and now we are gearing up because we leave for a few weeks. We leave on next Tuesday. So we're driving an RV cross country, and we're doing a big camp trip again this year. It's going to be in Pacific Northwest. So we're going to hit like Oregon, Washington. So excited about that. This year we are in an RV. But yeah, Enzo's coming. I'm so excited because last year this time when we did big camp, I was preggo. So excited for that. So we're kind of just gearing up for that. So in the process of doing that, I have to go through our clothes. Well, I wanted to do that anyways, but just get rid of a bunch of stuff and also pack some things that I know I want to wear. And then for Enzo as well. And then for Eric. Eric kind of has what he needs. He's very simple. So when it comes to clothes and straight to the point. So, and most of the things he already wears is what he would wear camping anyways. So that's pretty simple. But I just want to make sure everything's washed and cleaned. But amidst that, it's regular life too. So like we have shoots this week, and just prepping. Like we can't do a lot of work while we're there. Well, we're gonna be working while we're there. We're shooting for a couple of clients, but we cannot. Sorry, these people were like having road rage a little bit, but we cannot. We won't have contact. We won't be able to do projects here on base like in person, and then we also don't have regular contact with our clients and people that want to get in touch with us. So this is usually that time where we're like, okay, we're going to be out on a project. What do you need? Like, let us know if you need anything else before we leave. Granted, we can't do a few things while we're away. Like if there's edits or changes needs to be made, absolutely. But yeah, so we're gearing up for that. And so today's Monday. It's been a good start. We hung out with family until like 1:30 last night, so that was cool. And then Enzo and I slept. Well, Enzo slept until 10:30 a.m. and then I was up in and out until he like 9:30 a.m. And then Eric left around like 8. I think it was 8. Oh, 8:30 he got up and left to start his day. So was grateful that I was able to stay in a little bit and had a slow morning. We went and hung out with a friend, had a lunch date, and just got to have like good convo, and yeah, that was great. And so now I just went and got some flowers because I wanted to have some flowers at the house, and I wanted to brighten up the space, and I also want to practice my arrangement skills. So this is how I do it. So doing that, and then also going home to capture some content. I have a couple of reels that I want to make, as well as a YouTube video that I want to make. Maybe I might do 2 YouTube videos. We'll see what I can get in. But and then I also want to just narrow down like my process. One thing I've learned, not just working at Carbon, but literally just being around Eric, processes are key. Like you can be the most talented, you can have the best business, but like it really boils down to your processes and what you're doing outside of the thing. And so I'm really practicing that, even with Clint Supply Co. Like what I'm doing, what are my processes? Like, am I able to articulate this to someone, and am I able to follow this process that works for me consistently? Because like anything you do, not speaking about YouTube, but also YouTube, because there will be a time where, God willing, I'll have to have a manager, and I'll have to have an agent and all these things, or someone that's helping me do this content. And if they can't help me because I haven't built out the process, then there's going to be some flaws in that, and it's just going to make things a little harder. But even in like Quint Supply Co., eventually I would love to have people employees and people working with me, and I need to have that process ahead of time, and I need to make sure the process are good. Like, what's the process for events when someone asks us to do an event? What's the process for pop-ups? All those things. What's the process? What does the setup look like? Like, what's the flow that I want to have for the setup? So I'm going to be working. I'm going to test out this template I've been using. I mean, I'm going to test out this template that wow, I'm supposed to be going to the store, and I forgot I'm headed home, so I need to reroute my mind. Okay. But yeah, so what was I saying? I'm going to test out this template that I made for my YouTube video process. Typically I would just write it on paper, but I made an actual template that'll help me, that I can use for every video, and it's a little more organized, and it's digital. So I'm using this program called Miro to kind of organize all things business and personal life, and literally anything you could put on Miro. But yeah, so I made a template, and I'm gonna test it out to see how it works, see if I like it, and I know I won't be able to know this first go around, but I want to see how easy it is for me when I like have a new idea, what it looks like to use this template, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once I fine tune it. But so I'm gonna go do that, and I'm gonna use it for this video. And then, wow, it's crazy how like I'm getting ideas in my head as I'm talking right now. So that's what I have. And then yeah, I'm gonna record a couple reels, and yeah, we're gonna make pizzas tonight. So I'm running to our local market really quick just to grab the ingredients for that. I need to get dough, I need to get pizza sauce, and I just need to get toppings. That's literally it. I'm trying to do something simple because we are going out of town. I don't want to overdo it and buy a bunch of groceries. And also, I like to come home to a clean fridge. I would like to come home to a clean fridge. So, yes. So that's what today is looking like. I realized I haven't updated you guys, so there was my update. Back home. Feels good to be back home. New York was great too, though. It was very, very, very hot, and I wasn't expecting that. And I think my body basically told me, girl, you need to drink your water. I think I was just so caught up in like New York that you forget sometimes. Oh, water. And honestly, when I'm walking on the street, I don't like to have stuff in my hand in New York, because you never know when you gotta bop. You just never know. I'm kidding, but I don't know. It feels unsafe to have like stuff in my, like not have my hands free in New York. I don't know where that comes from, but so I typically and I could just put it in my book bag, but I had my camera in there, and so I kind of was like a little neglectful over my body, and so my body's like, girl, not today. So I took note, and I'm excited that I was able to listen and actually also Liquid IV. If you guys have not heard of it, you should try it. It's really, really good. It's like 3 times hydration of water. But I'm about to go in this store, so let's go. Okay, so I made it home. Don't mind that stuff right there. They're cleaned. There just wasn't room in the dishwasher. So yeah, but made it home, and I think first things first is to make, I have brownie. So we're just gonna make brownie. I'm gonna make Eric some brownies. I just don't know which one. I think I'm just gonna do the dark chocolate. This one's double chocolate, but I think I'm just gonna do the dark chocolate. So about to do that. Also peep this shirt. I got this shirt from Zara. Shout out to Zara. It was like $12, but I really like it. Don't worry about the boobage. Still figuring it out. But that's, that it is what it is. So I need water, vegetable, egg. All right, so I got all the ingredients. So I'm gonna just dump this in here. Fun fact, I used to sell brownies in high school. Not those kind of brownies. Just regular brownies. I was a hustler. I sold brownies, Fruity Pebble cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and then I also sold, you guys know the little fruity candies called Fruities? I used to sell those. I would put like 50 in a bag and charge $1. And my mom would help me, because like I would come home from basketball practice or whatever, and she'd be like, I made this much, I started these batches for you. You just gotta package them. So yeah, we had a little thing going on, you know. So you know, I had a little something going on. Okay. 1/4 cup of water. Vegetable oil. Then I'm gonna mix it. All right, so that reel is done, and I put the brownies inside the oven. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna use the reel for, but I think it's important just to gather content. So, but now I am about to set up to record a reel that I do know the purpose for. So I just wanted to make like some type of reel that is putting it in to my breastfeeding stage. And so I realized that I had not like put all those things away, like they're just still in the things that I don't use for breastfeeding, they're just still like inside. And so I just wanted to, as I'm like cleaning them for the last time until I decide to use them again for the next child, I was like, let me make a reel and then just share, you know, how I'm feeling as the breastfeeding journey is ending. And so as out with the old and with the new, because now I want to put in those snacks and formula on this cart. So I'm gonna take off the breastfeeding things off of this cart and move them into the drawer, and then the drawer that has his snacks and bibs, they're gonna go on the cart. So, but I need to like organize it a little better, so that's what I'm doing right now. So this is what the horrendous drawer looks like, and then this is what the cart looks like. So yeah, I gotta get it together. So that's what I'm doing right now.